Okay, so let's dive right in. We're all using AI these days, but are we really using it to build a genuine, sustainable edge? Well, today we're going to move beyond just asking random questions. We're going to actually construct a powerful four-floor intelligence architecture, one that will fundamentally change how you work and think.
I mean, think about it for a second. Does this sound familiar? You're asking scattered questions to a chatbot, you're getting kind of inconsistent answers, and you feel like you're starting from scratch every single time you open it. If that's you, you're not alone. But the thing is, that approach, it's like building a house on sand. It's totally unstable, and it's never going to give you a real advantage.
So, here's our blueprint for today. We're going to start by really nailing down this random AI problem. Then we'll build our solution floor by floor. We'll start with the grounding, move up to exploration, then we'll hire our team of specialists, and finally, we'll get to the top floor, execution. And to cap it all off, we'll look at the big picture, the crucial difference between mechanics and meaning.
So let's lay the groundwork for our problem. The typical way most people use AI, asking these one-off questions without any background, it just fails. Why? Because it has zero context. It's just a series of disconnected conversations that never build on each other. And that means you never build a real system for intelligence. And this right here, this captures the huge mindset shift we need to make. It's not about asking slightly better one-off questions. It's about building a structured system, an architecture that consistently delivers valuable insights, time and time again.
And here it is. This is the architecture. We're going to build this thing together, starting from the ground up. Each floor serves a really distinct purpose, and when you combine them, they create an incredibly powerful tool for boosting your own intelligence. So, you ready to lay the foundation?
Welcome to the first floor, the grounding. Probably the biggest danger with AI is that it can sound incredibly confident while making things up entirely. It can lie with a straight face. So we have to start by anchoring our AI in cold, hard facts, our facts.
This metaphor is just perfect. Using a generic AI is like watching a brilliant lawyer argue a case using fake documents. It might sound convincing, but it's built on absolutely nothing. The solution is to ground the AI in your documents. You provide the evidence, your notes, your research, and in return, you get responses with exact citations from that material. No more fabrication, just reality. And grounding your AI doesn't just make it more accurate, it completely changes how you learn. You can use a focus mode to actively dig into your documents, follow the breadcrumbs. But then, and this is amazing, you can switch to diffused mode and turn that exact same research into an interactive podcast. All of a sudden, your commute or your time at the gym becomes a productive learning zone. Okay, our foundation is in place. It's solid. Now let's head up to the second floor. Because having grounded data is one thing. Now we need a high-powered engine to actually explore it. This is where we bring in the heavy machinery to find those hidden patterns and connections. To understand the kind of scale we're talking about, just look at this number, 2 million. That's the number of tokens, basically pieces of words, that a top model like Gemini can hold in its active memory. That's enough to process the entire Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings series all at once, with room to spare. Now imagine feeding it a decade of your company's financial data. It can spot connections a human might take months or even years to find. But all that power is totally useless if you can't control it. And that's where the AIM framework comes in. Think of it as your steering wheel. A is for actor. You tell the AI who to be. Not a generic chatbot, but, say, a world-class business writer. I is for input. You give it the right context, like all that great research from floor 1. And M is for mission. You give it a precise, crystal-clear goal to accomplish. Okay, so we've got our grounded data, and we've got a powerful engine to explore it. Let's head up to the third floor. This is where we stop using a generic tool and we start building our own personal team of AI specialists. This quote just nails the problem, doesn't it? Every new chat feels like you're talking to a stranger with amnesia. They don't know your goals, they don't know your style, your history, nothing. This floor fixes that by creating custom agents, or gems, that act like a dedicated staff who already know you and know what you're trying to do. And this is the key distinction right here. We all use folders to organize information. Gems are totally different. They organize behavior. Imagine having a writing coach gem that already knows your unique style, or a chief of staff gem that remembers your big strategic goals. They retain context, so you're actually building an expert team that truly understands you from one conversation to the next. We've made it. We're at the top floor, execution.
This is where all that intelligence finally escapes the chat window and gets integrated directly into the tools you use every single day to get real work done.
So why does this matter so much? Because, let's face it, modern work is fragmented. We are constantly jumping between different apps, writing in one, analyzing data in another. This chart shows how that constant context switching can eat up to 40% of our productive time. That's a massive drain on our focus and our energy.
The execution floor relieves three huge workplace pressures. First, there's friction. Instead of hunting through 10 different files, you just ask one question and the AI synthesizes the answer. Second, focus. You can join a meeting late and get an instant summary without derailing the whole conversation. And third, my favorite, flavor. The AI learns your unique style from your documents, so it stops writing for you and starts writing with you.
So, we've built our 4-story architecture. Now let's step back and just take in the view from the top. Because this system isn't just about being more productive. It's about fundamentally changing the nature of the work that we do.
And this slide, this gets to the absolute heart of the entire system. We should let AI handle the mechanics, the summarizing, the organizing, the analysis, all the stuff it excels at. Because that frees us up to do what we humans do best: create meaning, make judgments, and provide the strategic vision.
So ultimately, building this intelligence architecture isn't just about gaining a competitive edge. It's about automation with a purpose. It's about freeing yourself from all the tedious mechanical parts of your job so you can dedicate your full creative and intellectual energy to the work that truly matters.
And that brings us to the final, and I think the most important question. Once this architecture is in place and you've offloaded all that mechanical work, what will you do with that reclaimed time and brain power? What new ideas will you explore? What meaning will you create?